Good morning. My name is John. I live in Niceville, Florida, and this is my 2005 Honda S2000 that I'm selling on eBay. I'm getting a ton of questions and people requesting that I do a walk around. I posted a number of pics, including all the VIN numbers. This is a 10 out of 10 VIN car. So I figured let's just do a quick walk around and then I'll start it up and hopefully that'll answer the majority of questions. Now, one of the main questions I get is they're asking if the front spoiler is OEM. I have to be honest with you, I bought it 2 years ago and have no idea. So I can't really answer that question, sorry. But as you can see, the engine is super clean with only 81,700 miles on it, I believe. And like I said, the bumper was repainted. I put that in the listing. I could tell that because they did a little bit of an overspray on the front bumper VIN. Otherwise, just a really clean model of a 2005. Also, they keep asking for the code on the tires. I'll see if I can find that and then post that in the listing. It's not museum quality, naturally. It's in very good condition. Otherwise, I would try to sell it to Jay Leno and drive it out to California for him. But once again, really clean, no major scratches, dents. It's just a really good example of a 2005. Top is a Robbins top. I think it was replaced several years ago, but it is holding up really well, maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. No tears, no rips. I use 303 fabric cleaner and then fabric guard on it. The interior is just in very good shape. The carpets were replaced, not by me, by the previous owner. The seats have no rips or tears in them. There's just your normal wear with driving, and I really don't have anybody in the passenger seat all that much. As you can see, the AP1, some of those components were added in there to kind of get that all black, keep it all black. I do have the original console parts, and I'll show that here in just in a minute. But once again, just in really good shape. Coming around the back, somebody wanted to see the trunk, so here you go. There's the trunk. There is no spare tire, as I mentioned in the ad. There is JL audio amplifier back there, 300/2, and all the tools are present that comes with the car. Coming around the driver's side, once again, just really good. The wheels held up really well. There's, naturally a little bit of wear on the wheels, but the car is 21 years old. Everything works on the car. The air blows cold. I'll start it up here just in a little bit. It shifts as it should. Just real, I'm sorry, I kind of all over the place, sorry, but it's just in really good condition. So let me go ahead and get it started, and I'll drop at the top, and you can see all of that is working, and I'll get the air turned on. So let me pause this and let's get the car started. Okay, now we're back, we're inside. There is no codes. And just to kind of let you know, even though I have the car serviced at LHT and had all the major service done, every 6 months I change the oil, regardless of mileage. Once a year, I changed the diff fluid and I changed the transmission at least once a year. And I'll show you the component or the what I use when I replace the fluids. So, okay, let's get the air turned on. Blowing nice and cold. Because it's Florida and without air, it is terrible, right? Okay, so go ahead and put that back in neutral. Let me get out. Sorry, I know I'm all over the place. My dirty garage. It's running beautiful. And I'm going to drop the top in just a second. And once again, and that's really on a cold start. I just backed it up and then just restarted it. So let me go ahead and pause this again, and then we'll get the top dropped. All right, so got all this shut down, doors open, so you hear that typical Honda. So what I'm gonna do is latches. Anybody who owns a Honda or a S2000, you gotta have the parking brake on. Let me get back out again. Sorry, I know I'm all over the place. And everything works as expected. Once again, just a really nice example. Sorry, the radio just kicked on. So let's go back over here to the garage and let me show you the fluids that I use. I use Mobil 1. 10W30. It's 10W30 is what's recommended by the manufacturer. I just use the high mileage, anything that's over 75,000. The car has 81. When I had LHT Performance do the major service back in 2024, they used Royal Purple for the manual transmission fluid. I just went back to what Honda recommends is their manual transmission fluid. And then it's also Mobil 1 for the diff, 75W90, which is recommended by the manufacturer. Also, I use a silicone. Sorry, make sure you get that. Silicone for the rubber around, around the windshield and around the windows, just make sure we're keeping that from drying out. This is the original S2000 radio and console that the previous owner had replaced with all black. Second key, miscellaneous parts come with the car, and just your typical for the wheel caps. I had one extra. Also from Science of Speed, I ordered. Sorry, I should have probably had this already out. Sorry about that. I ordered a timing chain tensioner. Now they typically on the S2000s, sorry about that, will go out. They can last 100,000, then go out at 80. I'm not having any problems with the timing chain tensioner. I just wanted to have it in case I needed to replace it. It's brand new. And it costs like $270, and it's actually coming with the car. Okay, so if there's any additional questions that you have, go ahead and ask. But once again, a very good example of a 2005, and whoever gets the car, because it's going to sell, because I set the reserve price fairly low. So whoever gets it, I think you're going to be very happy with the car. All right, thank you. Bye.